Alright, welcome to Epic Loot for the Soul. For whatever reason, my audio didn't really work with this one, so I am going to have to dub over it. But anyways, let's get started with this. As you can clearly see, I'm doing the sealed. Let's start with the Chandra pack. Opening this up, I remember thinking, oh, this is going to be awesome. Oh, wait, what a sucky beginning card. Oh well, I did get this awesome sliver to begin with, and a shock up there, and some other decent cards. I wasn't too happy about all of this. That worm card I was pretty happy about, and the sliver and the shock, but nothing else was really piquing my interest. I was a little upset by my rare. There's not really much I could do about it. I was pretty happy. These slivers are going to be lots of fun. I was really glad to get at least the one. I was super happy about this, opening this up, because I do like that angel. I think she's awesome. That was a pretty interesting card, so I was pretty happy with this overall pack. Then this one really made me think, oh man, I should probably start getting interested in playing black, but the Rise from the Grave and that the rare card there, all really good stuff. That other shock card, all awesome stuff. I just really considered playing black. Again, I got a decent blue rare, but not a lot of other good blue, so I was a little upset. I got another big worm and a plummet and another spider. This is all big stuff. I was really excited. Really started considering green. Blue was, I always like playing blue, so whenever I see rare blue cards, I really enjoy them. Let's see, what did I get in this one? Oh yeah, another awesome angel card. I immediately started thinking blue-white, awesome. I got a pacifism, I got the switcheroo, another unsummon. I got that, which is actually kind of sucky, but you know, what am I gonna do? I got another plummet. I got some decent stuff. I wasn't too unhappy. This card's pretty good. It's a little pricey, but kill target card, and then, you know, weaken everything else. Not too shabby. And then what do we got here? Oh yeah, another blue rare, but not a very good one. I got another sliver, which made me pretty happy. I got the Sarah Angel in the corner over there. I got another plummet. You know, I was really thinking blue might be the way to go. But let's skip past all my deck editing stuff and head right to me playing. I figured I could just attempt to take on Chandra. As you can see, I went blue, red, green. I didn't even try the white or the black, even though I was thinking about it the whole time. Just wasn't 100% on it. I don't know. We'll see how this all works out. I remember seeing this and thinking, oh, this isn't bad, but I don't know. I usually like to have at least 3 mana in my hand, and having the 1-drop with the mana to go with it is pretty good, but I don't know. I don't remember what I was thinking, but I'm pretty sure I tossed... Oh no, I picked it. Okay. I guess that's for the better, but I know how these games end, so... Anyways, I tossed down the 1-drop, waited for her. This is me playing on the hardest difficulty, the Planeswalker. I don't know why I figured I could handle it, but apparently it's not just them and how well they are at the game. It seems like they give you the worst possible card that you need, and they get exactly what they need. Like, first turn, she shocked my guy. So, I mean, there's not really a whole lot I could do, and then look, I just get nothing but junk in my hand. So, this entire little series kind of doesn't really go my way, but I play on, because I do get another land, and that is pretty big, and I get to put out one of these big guys, but I know that they're probably not going to last very long. I do toss one out. I figure it's Chandra, she's gonna have more burn, and he doesn't have a whole lot of health, so I can expect him to be gone pretty soon without her even playing a creature. Little Yeah, this frickin' card. She always seems to get it. Let's turn one of my lands into an enormous creature, you know? That kinda does a lot to your morale. 4th turn, and she's got a 7/7. Ugh. It's no good. But yeah, at least it was tapped. There's not a whole lot I could have done. I was just thinking, well, I can put out another one of these guys and chump block it, or, you know, try to get out as much strength as possible, because I don't really have a whole lot to deal with her right now. She's kind of got me up against the ropes. Hopefully I can get a little bit more mana out. Maybe, you know, do something. I don't know why I attacked. I think I wanted to just try and do as much damage to her as possible. I felt like I had the upper hand with her creature blocked. I think I attacked because I figured she was going to have burn in her hand, and yeah, I knew she had something, so I figured I'd get an attack in while I could, you know, and then she just ends up buffing it up anyway, so there wasn't a whole lot I could have done. Ugh. It's gross. She's really good. She's very good in this game. 5th turn, and she does, what, 9 damage? Almost. I figured the Swift Boots would be really good, because given my guy's hexproof against someone that is entirely based on targeting creatures and wrecking you just from creature destruction cards from her hand. Yeah, again, it's playing on Planeswalker. You don't really have any luck. So coin flips, no good. Really relying on your deck giving you what you need, no good. You know, just you know, rough the entire time. But I figured I'd put this out, and then I could just, you know, chip away either her health or allow one to just block that behemoth, which I'm pretty sure I do here. Do it. Yep. Okay. The only problem with doing this is at any moment she could just shock it away. I know she already played 2, but I don't know how many she's got. Yeah, and then another big creature. So I didn't really have a whole lot of hope at this point. Did get another land, which is always pretty good, but it wasn't a green land, so that kind of sucks. I don't quite remember what I do here, but either way, I felt like I was screwed. I kind of, just watching this again, I feel like I'm screwed. I don't know. I don't remember what I ended up doing, but I think I was debating on whether I wanted to just attack this turn or block, and I think yeah, I ended up attacking, hoping that she would at least block it or, you know, let it go through. Either way, it would have been good. Next turn I can just block the big guy with one of my little guys, and then of course he plays that, which means like one of my guys can't block, which is really annoying. So I gotta give up one of my bigger creatures just to block this monster. For whatever reason, my game was all laggy. I think I don't think that was my computer's fault. I'm pretty sure that was the game's fault, but I think they patched that now. It should be okay. I don't remember what I put this on, but I think I didn't put it on the bigger creature because it was gonna die. I was gonna have to attack, and he was definitely going to block it. So there was no reason for me to put it on the bigger guy, because then it would have just been a waste. Yep. thought process was maybe, well, I could probably block the big guy and not take a ton of damage, or I could block the littler guy and kill him, and then definitely not take that extra 2 damage next turn. And then I thought, that's stupid. I just gotta block the big guy and not take 9 damage right now. This was pretty despairing. I was a little depressed because this was actually the very first time that I had played this, and I had very little hope, and I was a little depressed. I'm not depressed, but I was just thinking, man, I just can't beat her right now. So I ended up leaving, I think, at this point, and yep. I leave, and I think, well, I'm just gonna do a little bit of changes to my deck, and we're just gonna skip all that junk because that takes way too long. When I was working on the deck part, I said, you know what, I'm just going to keep recording and hope I don't take too long, but it ended up taking really, really long. So I just edited it all out, and now we're just going to skip ahead. I ended up going with some different colors. It's almost a completely different deck at this point, and I feel better a little bit, but I got a crappy hand there. Again, another crappy hand, almost no land. This one, just not the land I need. And then this one, I think I end up keeping. Yeah, I keep this one, which I don't know, not the best idea, but you don't want to mulligan too many times. Of course, she gets that 1/1 out with first strike. That sliver's really awesome because first strike is amazing, and it gives other one. And then I get mine, which is pretty great. But I was thinking, man, I know she's gonna have a shock. I know she's gonna. Do I play it now and then hope she doesn't attack, or I'm thinking she's just gonna shock that sucker immediately, and I should put out my boots? And sure enough, she shocks it. I was hoping I could put my boots out, put them on my sliver, and then she can't pick on me with some of her spells. And sure enough, I didn't do it, and I paid for it. I took a risk because I wanted to get my creature out ASAP, and I ended up biting the bullet. So it's a little lesson learned there. Figured putting the boots out now wasn't really going to help, so I'll just get another land out and hope for the best. Still just taking damage. I mean, there's really nothing to say or for me to really do. I didn't really want to edit out much of the gameplay. She puts down one of those staffs. Those staffs are awesome. There's one for each color. Whenever you play a land, for that one, it's obviously a mountain. And whenever you play a creature spell, or I think any spell of that color, you gain 1 life. So it's just awesome to have out. You know, let it help you the entire game. So it's pretty helpful. Again, I'm just getting chipped away. This stupid little 1/1. She just happened to kill mine, and it just did me in for almost the entire game. I get this monster out, which is pretty great, but you know, it's really not that great. I mean, one little. Well, obviously, I put my boots on it immediately because I was afraid she was just gonna shock it twice or something. But and then I figured I'd give it haste, so get that extra attack in at the moment. Maybe make her wanna not attack me anymore. She got another land, which is never good. And I thought it was interesting that she wanted to keep attacking me, but there was no way I was gonna just stop attacking. I figured that would be dumb. Plus, I really couldn't help it. And I got this huge worm out, so once I got the worm out, I was like, yeah, it's starting to be my game. Frame rate's dropping just a little. Frustrating. Can't wait to attack with that worm. thinking like, yeah, I got her on the ropes. It's all my game from this point on, and then she just craps on my worm with one spell, gains a life in the process, and then it's back to 1/1 creature. But I mean, she's still taking 5 damage every turn, so it's still looking pretty good. I can still manage this. She just used up all of her land, and I only got this in my hand, which is a really good card. It lets me search my deck for something with trample, which is another awesome worm. It does other things, but I'm not going to get into it. Put out my, well, it lets me put it on the top of my library, which is still good. I know what I'm getting next turn, you know. The only problem is I don't have enough land for it, I think. Yeah, I need one more. And I didn't really put that into consideration when I was flipping through the few cards that I could get. I just got super excited and thought, oh, I could just look for my big worm and put him on top of my deck, and then I'll have him in a couple turns. And I didn't really consider the Planeswalker difficulty unluckiness, so I just kind of excitedly grabbed it and put it on top. And then, of course, he gets this stupid, enormous monster. He ends up being like a 4/10 when you actually get to put him out. Gross. And then I get this in my hand, and I'm like, oh, I don't have enough mana. Damn. Oh well. And then at this point, I'm gonna lose my guy because I can't help but attack. And I thought, maybe I can try. And then it let me bring it back, and I was like, oh, maybe I read the card wrong. I read it again, and it let me, you know, withdraw the attack. And I was like, oh, what the heck? Maybe there's something wrong with the card. I don't know. Clearly says attacks each turn. And then I thought maybe that other guy had out was the Advocate of the Beast, but I was wrong. And then it tells me anyways, hey, you can't do this. So it let me withdraw it, but oh well. Then it just yelled at me for it anyways. Sucks. That creature's just big enough to take out my guy, and just not enough. Sucks. But yeah, I end up figuring I'm not going to get enough mana next turn to play my worm, so I put my boots on that creature, because having hexproof is just smart to do, you know. There's no reason not to. And then of course he swings away. Why not? That's about 5 damage. I figure I can get a block in at this point. No reason for me to, you know, let myself take it. Oh, and I accidentally clicked on the wrong guy. I really wanted to stop this guy, and I ended up, you know, getting ahead of myself and just picking one of them. The spider was pretty nice. It wasn't the mana that I wanted. I was really hoping for at least another 1 mana, but oh well, right? Of course, I put the boots right on top because, you know, it'd be stupid not to. And, yeah, he puts down that stupid card that says one of my guys can't block, which is pretty damn good if you ask me. I have a vampire deck that would definitely benefit from that card. It's yeah, and then he freaking destroys one of my land. Freaking jerk. You're a jerk, Chandra. And I knew for sure, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get my worm out now. So I was looking pretty upset, pretty sad. And still, my frame rate drop. I don't know why it's doing that so much. I figure, oh, I could steal one of her creatures. That'd be great. because I'm not getting my worm out anytime soon. I could maybe try something. The problem with that card is it's a sorcery, and I can't do it during her turn. It'd be wonderful if I could, but I don't know. There's not a whole lot of stuff I can do. I could take her big wall creature, and I know it's not a wall, but it's kind of a wall. It's a 4/10. I figured I could do that, or you know, I don't know. At that point, I was almost just wanting to quit and waiting until I was about to die anyways. Sometimes these games, they can play out for a few turns and then you end up pulling it out, but a lot of the times it's just not worth continuing. But I figured I can keep trying. I know I got some good stuff in my deck, so I should just keep going anyways. But I mean, I'm literally 2 turns away from putting out an enormous creature. And I probably should have saved that card that I just used, my Active Treason, for when I did get enough mana, but I don't know. I was starting to act a little stupid, especially looking back on it now. I'm looking at myself, what am I doing? I should have done this, I should have done that. But anyways. Yeah, and then just everyone that she has gets double strike. I was like, okay, this isn't happening. This is a bad dream. I'm out of here. I'm like, oh, goody, I could block one of them. This was pretty much it for me for this match, so I just kind of let it happen. There's really not a whole lot I could have done anyways. Yeah, defeated. I know. But I kept going. They gave me like some kind of award. They were like, here, you suck, at least take this. So whatever. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go back and work on my deck some more, which I of course edited out because that would just take way too long. I ended up taking out the red and throwing in the white, and I felt like I had a lot better endgame stuff for the white, so I thought, why not? Yeah, I mean, red on red usually doesn't go too well when your red isn't as good as theirs. I don't know why I skipped that first hand. I feel so stupid. I think when I was playing it, I was like, ugh, I'm freaking frustrated. I probably won't even record this one anyway, so I just went with it anyways, and I don't know. Pretty dumb on my part. I feel like that first hand was really good. And then I threw it away anyways, but that's in the past. I can't take it back. And I mean, this one's not terrible. I mean, I got some creatures. I got my own staff, and I got some mana grab, and you know, I'm not completely unhappy with what I got going on. I did pick this over the white creature because that white creature has an enchantment destroyer. So I figured I could probably save it and maybe go for like a 2-for-1 deal, creature and this, you know, an enchantment destroyer spell. But I got impatient and I just thought, well, she hasn't played any creatures yet. I probably don't need to play any creatures yet. So I was just looking at the staff. I thought it was kind of cool looking. I always loved the art in Magic the Gathering cards. I thought that's a cool looking stick. Again, still no creatures, which made me think, man, she has got to have just a handful of spell cards just waiting to burn me to death with, waiting to destroy my creatures with. But yeah, I don't know. I had some stuff to save me, but I was just waiting. I was like, oh, come on, I know you got a shock. I know you got them. You have at least 3 or 4 in your deck. Of course, this enormous bastard comes out again. Luckily, I have the pacifism, So I could just... Oh wait, I think I end up just destroying it anyways so that I could gain some life, but... And of course, it doesn't have summoning sickness, so that was kind of fun. I figured I'll take the damage, and the next turn I'll just destroy it, gain a little bit of my own life. Definitely feeling better about this deck because she's got an enormous creature out, one of the bigger ones that she has in her deck, and I just, you know, took it out with one spell. So I was feeling pretty good about this deck. The addition to the white, I feel, is pretty solid. I was a little upset I didn't get more creatures. I only got the one. Not in the deck, obviously, but... Big stompy ogre. Wasn't sure how I wanted to handle that because I got a lot of mana and now an enormous worm. But I don't know. I don't know why I kept looking at the stick. I think I just liked it a lot. Figured I'd pacify the ogre. You know, get a couple more attacks in. I was hoping she'd play like a phoenix or something with flying, so I could just plummet it and then not have to worry about it. I kept that one white spell in my hand just because I know that it'll save my butt in a pinch. You know, that card's good, especially if you're playing with a deck that's like, oh, as many creatures as you play, this creature gains this much, blah blah blah, kind of nonsense. But I don't know, it's just too much of a coin flip, literally. And finally, I start getting the mana that I need, which lets me play out my big awesome worm. Finally, starting to look up in life. And I think I wasn't even gonna record this. I was a little dreary. I was like, this one isn't gonna go any well either. I don't feel like this deck's gonna be any good. But I mean, it holds its own. I got another little save my butt card. So if for whatever reason she decides, oh, I'm just gonna burn your worm to death, I can say, nope, my worm's got protection from red, so screw you, Chandra. You awesome planeswalker, you. You gotta be careful with that card though, because I don't know, sometimes it messes up. I don't know why I did this, but I think, I don't know why I did that. I think I just wanted to give my guy protection from red to keep her from attacking it, or blocking it. But it had trample anyway, so I don't know what the heck I was thinking. And this was super exciting because then I could just put the boots on my worm and then not even have to worry about her casting anything big and mean on my worm. So I was pretty excited. I was really looking forward to finally putting an end to this stupid matchup and getting another pack. That's one of the cool things about the sealed deck playthrough is every other person you play ends up having an extra pack to give, and you can open them up. And it's one thing that I really love about this setup is the sealed deck opening is it's just like opening a pack in real life in a sense. You know, you open the pack, you look at them all, and you think, oh, this will be great in my pack or my deck. Stupid. I wasn't too worried because I got one of my bigger creatures out. I thought it was pretty funny that that she burned away one of my tapped lands, and then I just replaced it anyways. But I didn't really need them at this point. I figure, whatever. Just put it out. Usually you'd want to keep them in your hand, but whatever. Again, my frame rate, I don't know. But I ended up beating her, and I think I was still on Planeswalker mode, which was really nice. They got this really cool little picture here of Gideon standing like a badass. But I didn't care. I wanted my pack. I was like, gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme my pack. Gimme the pack. Gimme, gimme. I think, yeah, this is the one that had a lot of the good red cards in it. So, I ended up... See, I got the red staff. I got... I got a fog bank, but, you know, I wasn't too worried about the blue. I got 2 more slivers. I got the Shivan, of course. I got another shock. So this really opened up my eyes and said, hey, maybe you should go back to using red a little bit. I thought, red was kind of wimpy before. And I thought, well, fog banks are always good. They kind of shut down early game and pretty much any attacks, minus trample. Yeah, I got that sliver. That one gives everyone vigilance, which is so awesome. Shivan. I mean, this pack was awesome. I was freaking out when I first opened it. I was like, oh my god, look at all this awesome stuff. But, yeah, I was really excited to get back into working on my deck, which we shall skip again, because screw that. Just way too much nonsense. I figured, hey, I'm gonna just put a little bonus in because I was all excited and I said, oh, look at that hand. All 3 colors. Why not? Nope. But yeah, I figured why not have a little bonus and make a little extra part with fighting this tutorial bad guy, which is pretty simple. I mean, he plays nothing but the same sun-tailed hawk every turn. And I mean, that does add up after a while, but there's really not a whole lot to do against that. I wasn't sure if I wanted to get out that staff or the creature guy first, because then I could, I think I ended up putting the creature out first, and then the next turn after that I thought, well, I could put down the staff and then a green mana. That would just be smart in every aspect. But of course, I'm an idiot, so I put out the staff first. I think I wasn't really caring too much because I am playing against someone that is only going to be playing the same bird over and over. Oh no, more birds. At this point I was thinking, well, I could play this and then see if I get an extra life if I put out a green. And then I thought, well, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I need another colored mana. So then I ended up not putting out a green anyways. decisions. Which land should I pick? Should I go with the white because that's what I feel like I need, or should I go with another green and give me another life? I end up picking the white because, you know, why not? I thought I had 2 reds out, which I still can barely tell which I have out. I mean, it all doesn't matter. I got enough green for me to play my worm, which was pretty much all I cared about. More birds. More birds. This is pretty much all you can expect from this stupid evil bird boss. I finally play my hasty blur sliver. It's been like 4 or 5 turns in and he's barely done any damage because I've just been healing constantly. Isn't a whole lot to expect out of this fight. It's just more birds. But it was giving me a good understanding of what I can get out of the cards that I have currently. I was really feeling this deck setup. I really liked the green, white, red with the cards that they gave me. I thought it was going to be really balanced and really save my life, burn you, put down big creatures. I thought that was really set up well, you know. And the land I felt was, you know, evened up pretty well, so I couldn't wait to attack with my worm and then give it protection from white. I was like, oh, I can't wait. He hasn't put out I mean, he's got like 6 lands, so I knew he was gonna just play a whole bunch of birds at some point. I was saying, oh, I should probably put down my red, but I mean, I got that staff out, so I might as well play my green anyways to gain my life. But now I'm attacking with just an absurd amount of stuff. I mean, that 7/7 is really awesome. And I was pretty surprised that he didn't block my my sliver with at least one of those birds. He's got 2 available, so he could have chump blocked it and done away with it, but he didn't. More birds. More birds. He's got nothing in his hand, but at this point he's got enough to chump block my my worm to death. But really doesn't matter, because I can just give it protection from white, which ends up being my winning strategy, I believe. He's thinking, I'm gonna have to sacrifice every bird I've got just to stop that enormous worm, which is really funny, you know, like real life, one bird can take out infinite number of worms. And this one, it takes 7 little birds to take out one enormous worm. I don't know. I think that's kind of funny. And then I give him protection from white, and then he just kills them all anyways. Yeah, as you can clearly see, someone that only plays birds over and over and over, they don't really have much going for them. I mean, this match is pretty much done with. And then I get my angel, which I play immediately, because why not? Yeah, I don't know. I really like this game, and I'm gonna finish up the sealed deck stuff, and I'm gonna play through all of that and post them all on here. So if if you feel like you're interested in watching that, let me know. You know, be forewarned. If you're looking for watching more of my videos, they'll definitely be coming out in the near future. And yeah, if you want, you can subscribe and you can get heads up on when I release them. I don't know. I don't have a set schedule on when I'll be able to get them out. Try and get them out as quick as possible. I don't really care for making people wait. I'm not a TV series. I'm not going to be like, oh, next week you can continue watching. But anyways, that's been my video. I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you guys have a good one.